What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about a potential Stellar Blade 2 / whatever the team that's making Stellar Blade, what are they up to? So this is something that started to circulate earlier today, and there's a post that I think really puts it well, or like a picture. It comes from their own website, right? So like they go through the games that they have worked on, the game that they are working on in Stellar Blade, and then their new project. And some things to kind of point out with the new project is they say cross-platform, right? Now, as opposed to multi-platform, and actually that's what this account, Pure PlayStation, is saying, focus on the word cross-platform instead of multi-platform, could mean PS6, PC, and mobile, probably 5+ years away. Now, Insider Gaming, I think, either looked at this a little bit more or maybe like read job postings related to it. It's being built in Unreal Engine. It'll be available on PC, console, and mobile, so I don't know if that's like outright confirmed then. It'll feature a range of creatures and monsters. It'll boast a stylish action scenes. It'll be a story-focused RPG game. Now, I will say this. I don't know how you can make that work or how they will make that work on mobile. Now, obviously, they have a history doing mobile, right? So it's possible their next game is some like weird, ambitious kind of crossover event-like thing where it's putting together all of the elements of game, which, to be honest with you, it kind of sounds like this. They're putting together all the elements of games they previously made. They've had history, doing the mobile stuff. They're now doing, I mean, again, going by Insider Gaming thing, they have creatures and monsters. It's a stylish action kind of thing. Story-focused RPG. It's on console. They've done the mobile part before. So it really feels like the game they're working on now in Stellar Blade and their last game, it feels like their next game is going to be some weird combination of them. Again, I don't know how that kind of works. Like, if you put Stellar Blade 2 out on a mobile phone, does that actually make sense? But, this actually did get me thinking, because a few days ago, there was an interview that I read it, but I didn't make a video on it, so it's probably a good time now. Somebody asked the director about Eve's age, and I do think they were kidding. Like, I think there was like chuckles involved, but the director did say, and again, I don't know how much he was also kidding, but he, number one, didn't say an age, and number two, said that he'll tell you the age in the next game. Now, and I think he said it again, he's like, so look forward to the next game. So, I mean, I don't want to read too far into that, and that's actually why I didn't make a video originally on it, because it felt like a throwaway question. It felt like a throwaway answer. There was chuckles involved, all that stuff. But honestly, like, it could be an answer. Here's the thing that I think of, right? When you make a game like Stellar Blade, you enter this partnership with PlayStation. PlayStation helps you, all this different jazz. When you make a game this ambitious, and it is, I'm sure this game cost a lot of money, okay? Not as much maybe as like the Spider-Mans of the world, but it cost a lot of money. I feel like you think of it as a franchise, and that's not this game exclusive. That's kind of the industry, for better or worse. Sometimes it's not a good thing that everybody only ever wants to make franchises. It kind of sucks I don't know if I'd say like energy, but kind of like the creativeness of it, right? Where you can't go back to the drawing board. And we've talked about this with the gaming industry. It's harder to kind of just pivot and make like a really random thing. The days of getting like a puppeteer on PS3, those days are long over, right? Like, it just doesn't happen. So the point is, it's very hard nowadays to go all in the way they have on Stellar Blade and then shift and say, yep, we're going to make a puzzle game next. You know what I mean? Like, such a drastic shift in either direction. They're not going to do something like that. I can tell you right now, they're not going to do that. So that was always in the back of my head, where all this game needs to do is be successful. Now, that is a big thing. It's no guarantee, right? This game could fail. But if this game is successful, I think you get another game. And I think you get that other game because of the reason I just said in terms of like franchises, versus them asking about her age and then him saying, oh, we'll give you the age in the next game. Now combine this, and again, like, the mobile thing definitely makes it a little harder to analyze. Like, it throws a wrench in it, where it's like, well, can you make a Stellar Blade 2 on PS6, and can you have it be a mobile game? I think the answer to that is no, but kind of with like a star next to it, where you could make a version. You could make a Stellar Blade on the phone, and I'm sure there's actually been some games like Stellar Blade on the phone. It's just not going to be the exact same thing, right? It's going to rely on different mechanics. There's going to be microtransactions involved, all that kind of stuff. It kind of becomes a franchise in that way, which it would be, right? You make a Stellar Blade 2, it would then be a literal franchise, and if you could spin that off in some weird way on phone, right, and you release it simultaneously or whatever, then you have it. it, and you have, I guess, the qualifications for this upcoming game. So I don't know. It's interesting. It's something obviously that's going to take years and years. It's something that I think depends on the success of Stellar Blade, quite honestly. So it's something we'll have to keep an eye on. But I would not be shocked, especially if the game does well, right? If this game comes out and they say it sells, 1 million or a couple million, in the first couple days, weeks, months, whatever. I know that's a big kind of range, but if this game gets 2, 3, 4, 5 million sales, I think you're getting a second game. And I think you would actually hear about it rather soon, just because of all the, I guess, like background talk about this game. I think you'd hear about it kind of quickly. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.